Picture this. You're about to start a new project, launch a business, or even ask someone out on a date. But then, that familiar feeling creeps in, the fear of failure. Your heart races, your palms get sweaty, and suddenly, you're ready to retreat to your comfort zone. Sound familiar? Well, you're not alone. Fear of failure is one of the biggest roadblocks to personal growth and success. But what if I told you that this fear could be your secret weapon for achieving greatness? Today, we're diving into 3 empowering strategies that will not only help you overcome your fear of failure, but also use it as a stepping stone to success. Are you ready to transform your relationship with failure? Let's jump right in. Strategy number 1, reframe failure as a learning opportunity. Now I know what you're thinking, easier said than done, right? But hear me out. Every successful person you admire has failed countless times. The difference? They view failure not as a dead end, but as a detour on the road to success. Take Thomas Edison, for example. When inventing the light bulb, he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Each failure brought him one step closer to his groundbreaking invention. So the next time you face a setback, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? This simple shift in perspective can transform failure from a source of fear into a valuable teacher. But how do you put this into practice? Start small. The next time you make a mistake, resist the urge to beat yourself up. Instead, grab a notebook and write down 3 things you learned from the experience. By doing this consistently, you'll train your brain to seek growth opportunities in every setback. Moving on to strategy number 2, embrace the growth mindset. Coined by psychologist Carol Dweck, the growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. It's the opposite of a fixed mindset, which assumes your qualities are set in stone. Adopting a growth mindset means seeing challenges as opportunities to improve, rather than threats to your self-image. It's about saying, "I can't do it yet," instead of, "I can't do it." This simple change in language can have a profound impact on your willingness to take risks and face potential failure. To cultivate a growth mindset, start by paying attention to your self-talk. When you catch yourself thinking, "I'm not good at this," add the word "yet" to the end of the sentence. This small addition opens up a world of possibility and reminds you that with effort and practice, you can improve. Lastly, strategy number 3, take calculated risks and celebrate small wins. Often, our fear of failure paralyzes us, preventing us from taking any action at all. But here's the truth, inaction is the biggest failure of all. The key is to start small and build momentum. Think of it like this, if you want to run a marathon, you don't start by running 26 miles on day 1. You begin with a short jog, gradually increasing your distance over time. The same principle applies to overcoming your fear of failure. Start by setting small, achievable goals that push you slightly out of your comfort zone. Each time you accomplish one of these goals, no matter how small, celebrate it. This builds confidence and creates positive associations with taking risks. For instance, if public speaking terrifies you, don't aim to give a TED Talk right away. Start by speaking up more in team meetings, then progress to presenting to small groups. Each step forward is a victory worth celebrating. Remember, courage isn't the absence of fear, it's action in the face of fear. As author John Maxwell puts it, the difference between average people and achieving people is their perception of and response to failure. So let's recap our 3 empowering strategies. Reframe failure as a learning opportunity, embrace the growth mindset, and take calculated risks while celebrating small wins. These aren't just theories, they're practical tools you can start using today to transform your relationship with failure. Now I have a challenge for you. This week, I want you to intentionally do something that scares you. Something where you risk failure. It could be as simple as trying a new recipe, or as bold as pitching your idea to your boss. Whatever it is, approach it with our 3 strategies in mind. Remember, every step you take outside your comfort zone is a step towards growth. Your fear of failure doesn't have to hold you back any longer. In fact, it can be the very thing that propels you forward. So, what will your first step be? The choice is yours, and the possibilities are endless. Here's to embracing failure and unlocking your true potential.